Hi, it's Elisa again. Let me put stuff a little bit. Okay, so, okay, continue. Basically, I am making a video response to somebody called Fior Westcott, I mean, and no, I think that is the name, and I don't usually post video responses because I don't know, and also because I don't think it's a video that necessitates any kind of response. But I just wanted to show my appreciation because I've been watching your video um, and I do find reassurance in the fact that you seem to be very down to earth and very grounded, accepting. And obviously I am trans myself, and um, I um, I struggle with issues like insecurities and physical insecurities or sense of lacking something, being different or not being enough, issues that I have, but that I've had before transitions as well, to be honest. Um, and yeah, I find that, as you say, um, the the only path that can lead to some sort of happiness is self-acceptance. Um, in the sense that um, either I do find this kind of pattern that often transsexuals are listed, the ones that I came across in the community, um, the certain path that they seem to take, which is often the delusional one, Uh, so this kind of like living a lifestyle, where, like the escorting lifestyle and then surgery and then, um, almost becoming, a little bit mental, a little bit mad, um, because of a fundamentally deluded way of thinking, instead of like accepting the reality of the fact that, you used to be a man and now you're a woman and you have to deal with those insecurities and you have to deal with those um, prejudices that society throws at you and challenges that we all have. Um, Instead of like escaping from it in creating for yourself a reality where you are a diva, a model, or but in reality what you do is you sell your body. Well, and I kind of lost my train of thought, but I just wanted to say that it's not easy to take the self-acceptance path, but I think it's the only one to true happiness. And I do believe from the bottom of my heart that yes, physical appearance in terms of like beauty or classical standards of beauty, of course they do apply to transsexuals and they're very powerful. Like they're very powerful for genetic female. Therefore, let's say, it could be seen as an advantage, the fact that one, it looks more feminine or pretty or possible. However, there always comes a point for every transgender person that you're going to have to deal with your insecurity, and you are somebody's gonna throw it back in your face, even if fair enough, some of us are more possible than others. I have, I discuss it in my videos. I am extremely tall. I'm 6'3", therefore, that in itself creates a sort of, doubt. But I am very lucky on other respects because, because I pass for, in terms of everything else. However, I believe there is always going to be somebody at some point that will know about you, especially if you don't live a life of, in which you try to hide it, like myself. And it's going to make a judgment about it. And it's going to consider you, no matter what, a man. No matter whether you look like a girl or your behavior or demeanor, the way you think is completely female, because of the way you were born, there is going to be always somebody that judges you and believes that you're a man. And the thing is, that is like across the board, for the most beautiful one, the most possible one, to the least classically beautiful one. That is just something that we all have to deal with. So that's why I'm saying the more deluded we are, the more disappointed we're gonna have to face. The more we try to find self-acceptance and and actually dealing with our own insecurity, uh, the more probably we're going to be able to deal with those situations and that will arise at some point. And the more we'll be able to find peace within ourselves. I myself, like yourself, feel that, I have a bit of a, well, I don't know if you do feel like that, but I do feel I have a bit of an issue with my forehead, and I have considered facial feminization. I have considered, and in the end, I just have a fringe, and I look fine with a fringe, and I don't think I don't know, I might change my mind in the future, but I don't know if really going to the extreme of having such a drastic surgery will really make such a major difference, and also will really help me to be a happy person, I kind of doubt it. And I have a friend that actually has done it, and she's confirming that to me. She's actually discouraging me and telling me, you know what, it's a big surgery, and you have a big scar across your head, and it makes a difference, but it's not even a major difference. And bottom line is there are going to be other features that you cannot change. So maybe, before getting to the point of going to such an extreme like a facial feminization surgery, I feel like I should try to go, to try and accept myself and accept the fact that I have limits, uh, like everybody else, like every other woman, you know. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for your videos. I find you very refreshing, very clever, intelligent, and down to earth, and obviously beautiful. But this is not what this video is about. And all the best with your new relationship. It sounds amazing. And big kiss. Bye bye.